Have you ever wondered why, when walking the path of faith, challenges seem to pile up just when you're about to break through? It's a question that lingers in the minds of many, especially when the journey becomes rough. The truth is, these challenges aren't meant to break you. They are instead a signal of an impending breakthrough. Picture this: you are a righteous individual and troubles come knocking at your door. But remember, Psalms 34 verse 19 assures us that the Lord will deliver you from these many troubles. It's a struggle, yes, but each struggle is a step closer to victory. It is the universe's way of telling you to hold on because victory is just around the corner. The key is not to give up, and let's embrace the idea that the tougher the struggle, the closer the victory. This is your journey and you're not alone. Remember, the tougher the struggle, the closer the victory. Consider the story of Abraham and Isaac, a profound testament of unwavering trust and commitment in God's plan. This tale, deeply embedded in the tapestry of faith, illuminates the depth of trust and commitment required when walking the path of belief. Abraham, a man of profound faith, was given a promise by God, a promise of a lineage as numerous as the stars. This promise was to be fulfilled through his son, Isaac. Yet, in a twist of divine irony, God asked Abraham to sacrifice Isaac, the very key to the promise. Imagine the turmoil that must have churned within Abraham's heart, the paradox of God's promise and his command. But Abraham didn't waver, he didn't question. He trusted in God's plan, even when it seemed to contradict the promise. His faith was not merely a passive acceptance, but an active, living trust that moved him to obey, even when the command was heart-wrenching. Abraham's obedience wasn't blind, but rooted in the understanding that the God who had brought Isaac into the world could also bring him back from the brink of death. This profound trust in God's power and wisdom, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, is what set Abraham apart. In the end, God provided a ram for the sacrifice, sparing Isaac's life. The promise was preserved, and Abraham's faith was rewarded. Abraham's obedience, his willingness to surrender what he held most dear, demonstrated a level of trust and commitment that was unwavering, even in the face of great personal cost. This story of Abraham and Isaac serves as a powerful reminder for us. It underscores the importance of trust in God's plan, even when the path seems arduous and uncertain. It teaches us that true faith is not about understanding every detail of God's plan, but about trusting in His wisdom and His love, even when we cannot see the way ahead. Abraham's trust in God's plan, even when it seemed impossible, is a beacon of faith for us all. Isaac, like his father Abraham, also demonstrated immense faith. He planted crops during a famine, an act that defied logic, yet his faith yielded 100-fold. This was not a blind leap into the unknown, rather it was a calculated step of faith, grounded in the promises of God. Imagine the scene. The sky is devoid of clouds, the earth is parched and cracked, and crops are withering away. Yet Isaac, in this barren landscape, decides to plant seeds. It's counterintuitive, it's against all odds. But Isaac was not leaning on his understanding, he was leaning on God's promises. Isaac's decision to plant seeds during a famine was not a spontaneous act of defiance, it was a deliberate act of faith. He trusted in God's promise to bless him. And it wasn't a blind trust. It was a trust born out of experience and relationship. He knew the God he served. He knew God's faithfulness. And so he planted. The significance of this act was not lost in the harvest. The seeds sown in faith during a time of famine brought forth a harvest 100 times more than what was sown. Isaac's faith was rewarded. His trust in God's promises was vindicated. This is not just a story from the past, but a lesson for today. It's about trust in the midst of trials, faith in the face of adversity, and hope when everything seems hopeless. It underscores the power of faith, the importance of trust, and the certainty of God's promises. This story of Isaac is not just about planting seeds in the physical sense, but it's about sowing seeds of faith, hope, and love in the spiritual sense. It's about trusting in God's promises, even when circumstances seem to contradict them. It's about staying committed to the journey of faith, even when it seems counterintuitive. Isaac's faith in planting during a famine and the resulting blessing serves as a reminder that faith can bring about miraculous results. It's a testament to the power of faith, the assurance of God's promises, and the rewards of trust and commitment. To be victorious in our faith journey, perseverance is key. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on this profound truth. Throughout our journey, we've learned that faith is not a stroll in the park, but a voyage across stormy seas. It's fraught with trials and tribulations, but it's these very challenges that signal an impending breakthrough. Think of Abraham and Isaac. Their story is a testament to trust and commitment. Even in the face of unthinkable sacrifice, Abraham held firm, trusting in God's plan. Isaac, too, showed us the value of faith, planting seeds in the midst of famine. They both exemplified the essence of perseverance, standing strong amidst adversity and holding on to their faith. This is the crux of our faith journey. Every challenge we face is an opportunity for growth, a stepping stone towards the victory promised to us. Famine or abundance, joy or sorrow, each situation is a chance to sow seeds of faith, nurturing them with trust and patience. And let's not forget, we are not alone in this journey. The same God who was with Abraham and Isaac is with us. His promises are our anchor in the storm, a beacon of hope in the darkest nights. He assures us that though the righteous may face many troubles, they will be delivered. That's a promise we can hold on to, a promise that fuels our perseverance. Victory, in its essence, is not always about conquering mountains or winning battles. Sometimes it's about remaining steadfast when the world around us is shaking. It's about maintaining our faith when everything seems uncertain. It's about holding on to God's promises even when they seem distant. And so, as we journey through the peaks and valleys of faith, let's remember the lessons from Abraham and Isaac. Let's remember the importance of perseverance, of trusting in God's promises and seeing our challenges as opportunities for growth. Keep fighting, for victory is closer than you think. Remember, you are not alone. God is with you. So, as we press on in our faith journey, let's hold firm to these truths, knowing that with perseverance, victory is always within reach.